What is up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. This is Eric the Cosmic Wizard, and this is Cosmic Tarot. So this is going to be a Mercury Retrograde reading. So retrogrades in Mercury are all about, communication, revisiting things, reconfiguring things that we may have already planned on or had made plans on. So the Mercury retrograde starts tomorrow, November 9th, and it's going to be in the sign of Sagittarius, which deals with beliefs, higher learning, travel, communication of long distances. So this retrograde is going to basically kind of like re-examine our purpose for certain aspects in our lives regarding traveling and things like that. Then around the 18th of November, it dips into Scorpio, which is about deeper emotional and transformative healing works and stuff like that. So you could expect to see some questions about how that is going to affect those areas of your life as well here. So this is going to be a really good time for you to really review those things. And also, all retrogrades, there is a caution to avoid launching major new things without review, double checking contracts, communications, all that, etc., etc. So maybe now isn't the best time to start a new job, or I'm not telling you don't, because if you get a job, take a, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't telling you not to get a job, but just think very hard and wise and long about what it is that you want in life, okay, at this current time. Also, if you know your your Mercury placement, look and see what house that is in, because that will affect your personal self. These outer placements, or what I said, like where it being in Sagittarius, that's more of a global, worldwide. But where Mercury is within your chart, it says a lot about you and like what your individual needs are. Like, for example, my Mercury is in my 6th house in the sign of Pisces, which is my sun sign. So I have my sun and Mercury in the same sign. So to me, it's going to affect me a little differently, but it's still going to bring out those worldly, outwardly aspects with it being in Sagittarius and Scorpio. So there's nuances to all this stuff. That's what makes it so intricate. That's why you can't just look at one thing in particular and try to put it in a vacuum. You have to really look at it in an interconnected way, which is why I'm going to do this Mercury retrograde reading. So hopefully I'm going to pull out some stuff that's going to help my people. Whoever watches this video, this will find meaning for you. Once again, thank you guys for being here. That was a long intro, but it was very important to pay attention to that, because there was some vital information that will make this reading connect more with you. So thank you guys for being here. As always, you guys are an amazing group. I love reading for the Cosmic Gang and those who are passively following through. Make sure you like and subscribe if you like what you hear. You can be part of the gang. So let's get started here. Mercury retrograde. Okay, so starting out big. There are some things within your family life or your centered around legacy here. This could be your work family, your blood family, friend family here. But this is a legacy here that's built on a foundation that is, I don't want to say crumbling, but it has some pretty big cracks in it. Ugh. All right. I want you to, the Mercury retrograde may be having you reach out to certain family members you haven't talked to in a while, friends you haven't spoken to in a while, old colleagues and co-workers, bosses, etc., etc. here. 6 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, definitely nostalgic. And the 6 of Pentacles here. So definitely about balancing harmony with the 6s here. 6s represent harmony. And so we have the 6 of Cups and the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. Someone here could be wanting to maybe establish a more equitable give and take relationship dynamic with you. Someone could have recognized, either you or them, that this relationship was imbalanced. You could be recognizing that maybe you overgive when it comes to certain relatives or family or friends or work, wherever it is. You could be realizing that maybe you take too much from relatives, friends, or families, and you could be wanting to maybe pull your weight or more, or something like that. Whatever it is that applies to you, don't force anything. Eat the meats without the bones is what I always say. So take what resonate, leave the rest behind. But this is about balancing definitely some type of dynamic here, where there could be inheritance, money, or just general sense of resources here. People are resources to us, whether we know it or not. Like your friends are a resource of either emotional, financial, maybe both, or just some type of support, you know. Seven of Cups. Lots of choices, lots of options here. You could be at a crossroad, I feel like, when it comes to your career or maybe your love life or just whatever it is that is bringing this emotional, I don't want to say turmoil, that's too strong of a word here. But you're at this pivotal point in your life, I feel like, where it's a really long hair, where you could really use some guidance when it comes to determining which direction you want to move into. Maybe you're feeling like, do I want to stay in this job or do I want to go somewhere else? And the retrograde is going to help you kind of map out exactly what it is that you want. I know for me, I have been feeling like I need to pivot in terms of like how I operate on my channel. Like I want to move away from doing like zodiac signs to like doing stuff like this, because I feel like, I mean, I do have two really good signs that record, but it's mostly about getting people to understand that they're more than just their sun sign or their rising or this or that, but like really working with the energies around us, because I don't want to just be a reader that just pushes out content for the sake of pushing out content. Like my goal is to have a community where we expand and we uplift and we empower one another. I'm not just sitting here trying to make, money off the internet just for the sake of making money off the internet. That's a natural consequence of doing a good job. And the good job that I want to do is I want to empower and uplift people and help them find hope in this world, because it's dark right now. It's very bleak for a lot of people. I was just talking to someone about this the other day. When things in the world start to kind of go haywire, and look, we got the King of Swords and we got the Tower here in reverse. So this is definitely my energy right now. It's definitely trying to like be this good leader, this authoritarian figure who is kind, and maybe I come off a little cold, but I don't necessarily think, maybe in my personal life, because I'm very guarded with this stuff, because I know a lot of people aren't into this, so I'm very protective about the tarot stuff. But with you guys online, you get the King of Cups, but in reality, and face to face, they get the King of Swords. I have a very look but don't touch energy about me, where I don't like to let people get too close to me in my real life. So maybe that's something that I need to work on. Power in reverse. But with you guys, I feel like I could truly be myself, because this is my tribe. This is my group. You know what I mean? And if you build it, they will come. And I'm trying to build it. I'm not trying to, I am. To say all that, to say this, we are in a really rough position in the world right now, where we don't know if we're coming or going, or coming. Like, there's just so much shit going on. And if tarot and the esoteric spiritual teachings can provide people with a glimmer of hope and normalcy and balancing things in their life out, then I want to be a part of that. I really want to be a part of people's healing and help people. Like, I really, really want to do that. So, you could also have a calling to really get more active in your community however you can. This is my way of being active in my community, is being of service on YouTube. So, there could be other ways I could do. I've been thinking about maybe volunteering at like a soup kitchen or something. I just really need to get my ass up and start doing some shit and stop thinking about it and start doing it. But you have lots of choices here, or you've had lots of choices here. Ooh, oh, fuck yeah. With the Emperor here, you are now standing or sitting at a very powerful position within yourself, I feel like, and maybe within your community or the people around you. Hold on. My phone ringing. Sorry, I thought I heard my phone ringing. You are someone here who knows how to get shit done. You know how to be a good leader. You know how to be a caring leader. You know how to be an effective person, a pillar in your family. So this dynamic here that is struggling, it could be struggling because you have been absent from it. you may not have been around as much, or you may feel as if your presence was needed to be pulled away because it could have been other people here who were someone could be very interested in how you pull off this very independent, unapproachable approach. With the Five of Wands and the Sun in reverse, someone here could be a little upset with you because you're not willing to fight with them or fight their battles or something here. It could be stemming from this family dynamic here. Maybe you were someone who was, like I said, the Emperor here. They probably needed you, or they felt as if they needed you when you felt as if they needed to stand on their own 2 feet and do things for themselves. Because if someone's always calling on you for everything, they're never going to learn how to take care of themselves. And so maybe you had to be the one that walked away so they could learn how to stand up for themselves, which can be hard, right? This could be hard. This could be very hard. When you are someone who is used to always catching people when they fall, they never learn how to fly. You know what I mean? And sometimes you gotta let them fall. But, you know, it's hard to do. It's hard to do when you really love these people. But sometimes that right there could be what's hindering them. It's eclipsing someone from their own ability to self-soothe, to heal themselves here. And the Temperance here in reverse, it's all about balance. It's all about harmony here. We got that harmony word again coming out. This is about allowing the divine, the universe, God, angels, whomever, who you want to call it, allowing them to kind of come in and take over the show. You could be a bit of a control freak with the Emperor here. You may have a tendency, I know I am, you have a tendency to try to micromanage everything. You want to micromanage your thoughts, your emotions. And, you know, I'll tell you one thing about me. I can kind of be a little bit OCD when it comes to certain things because, you know, I've had this belief that, you know, if I think positively, then all the positive things will happen to me. And it's when I start having negative thoughts that things go astray or awry. And I'm like, you know, it's like I'm trying to control the heavens by my own thoughts instead of just letting myself be an observer of this manifestation of this reality. Meaning, you know, I don't have to be in control all the time. I can't tell God when to send this to me. I can't tell the angels or the art, whoever you want to call them. Hold on one second. You know, and I have a real hard time myself allowing the universe to bring things to me because sometimes I feel like I know best or I don't understand what the universe is doing, so I get frustrated and it just doesn't work out that way. I can't, you know, command the universe and tell them when to bring me shit. You know, it has to be on their time, on divine time, not thy time. You know, I have a video on that in my members group about divine timing versus thy timing. Divine timing being the timing of the universe when things come perfectly together. Thy timing is from the 3D. It's how we see shit. It's how we want things to work out. I want this to be here by this date, so this, and this. Not knowing that, like, the universe has something else planned that's even more harmonious than I could even imagine. So I'm walking around angry because things aren't happening when I want them to happen. Not understanding. If I had things my way, I'd be missing out on so many more opportunities. So letting go of control could be a theme here for you as well, especially when it gets to Scorpio, because that's going to be about focusing on those deep hidden emotions and, you know, transforming yourself. And when you transform, sometimes you just have to let go and let God, you know, like, that's really all you can do. So this reading is really about, like, helping you understand that it's okay to want to be in control and drive the wheel And yeah, sometimes we do need to take the reins, but also there's times where we have to understand that we just need to fall back and rest. There's 3 of Cups in reverse here as well. So there is this fear of, what I'm getting from this card with the 3 of Cups in reverse is, there is perhaps maybe a fear around discontentment, missing opportunities with the Temperance and the 3 of Cups. It could be a feeling of like, I missed out on my opportunity, I missed my time, I'm like past it is what I'm getting. 2 of Cups in reverse here with the Strength card and the Ace of Wands. Yeah, you could be feeling like you missed out on a love opportunity or something here. Just discontentment within a group of people. Maybe you feel like if you were to approach people and tell people these feelings that you have for them or these concerns you have with this group, it may create disharmony and people will like run away from you. But I also feel like these are the kind of people that need to shake out of your energy anyway. If there's people around you, yeah, the Judgment here. You are under judgment with the 6 of Swords, and it's telling you that there are people who are being displayed in your life through this Temperance in reverse and 3 of Cups that do not serve your highest good. So this is the group of friends at work who like to, you know, be messy and dramatic and talk crap. And I feel like this is your timing. This is your signal that, you know what, I need to pull back my energy from this. I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to be a part of the messy squad. I don't want to be a part of the gossiping Ashleys. I don't want to be a part of the, you know, the grannies at church that always talking crap about people. You don't want to have to keep enabling people in the toxic behaviors as well. So really look and see what this Mercury retrograde is going to bring into your life, because it's a theme around releasing, in my opinion, re-examining beliefs and within yourself, groups, and maybe ideology about how you think and feel when it comes to certain practices that you do, if that makes sense. 2 of Pentacles. Yeah. Your spiritual and practical beliefs could be conflicting with one another. You could have grew up someone who was very much against this kind of stuff right now with the tarot, astrology, and all that stuff. And maybe your natural curiosity that you've always had has, you know, been blocked by religious dogmatic practices or beliefs. I know for me, you know, I was raised in a very Christian household where tarot and things like this, the Magician card, yeah, you're starting to see that you have a lot of opportunities and a lot of creative endeavors around you here. But going back to what I was saying, you could have grown up, or you could have been raised to believe that this kind of stuff was evil or nasty or bad, and now you've really been contemplating with those fears and with those things, and with this Mercury retrograde, especially when it gets to Scorpio, you may start to let go and naturally shake out those like last bits of hesitations. And, you know, like, I know for me, like, I don't typically tell people that I do tarot or astrology. It's not because I'm afraid of it. It's just because I understand that, like, you know, I've just learned to be very protective about what I do online, because I don't want anything interfering with this. And maybe that's something I also need to work on, is the fact that, like, why do I think that someone's belief, someone's opinion could shake me and change how I feel? You know what I mean? It's so, there's a lot of things that I'm also learning as well. And I'm putting 2 and 2 together to get 4, and I'm still coming up short. Queen of Swords here and the 6 of Pentacles at reverse at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. Not sharing too much, not giving too much of your true opinions at this time could be what's good for you right now. Said the man has over here on YouTube, literally sharing and giving his opinions. But I mean, these videos find the people that need to find them. This isn't me going out and trying to force my friends into doing this stuff. But they're the Sun in reverse. I don't know. I feel like there is someone here. It's going to be revealed probably during the Scorpio aspect of this retrograde. There's someone here who is just they act supportive, but they not. Just be careful. Don't be careful. Be aware of the things, the little jabs, the little hints that people say and do, and things like that. Because there could be someone around you who is. They ring very false, okay? Like, they talk a good game, but it rings very false. Like, you know what that means? Like, to ring, like, they ring false. Like, they don't sound true. They don't sound believable. I was watching Game of Thrones, and it was the episode where the Arya had to assassinate the theater lady, and they were in the back, and she was like, I think we should change. And it was like, because it rang very false. It rang false. Basically meaning, like, it didn't sound believable, like your little monologue. Like, she said, it rang false. That shit had me cracking up. So now I'm like, you ring very false. Now you learn something. Somebody start lying to you, be like, you ring very false. Okay, the lady doth protest too much, methinks. Ooh, Two of Cups here in reverse. All right, so there is this. You could be having a how do I put this? I don't want to use the TF word, the twin flame, but I think it's something that a lot of people understand. But if I say mirrored energy here, you could be mirroring someone's shadow aspect, and they could be mirroring yours. And I don't think that this is necessarily bad. I don't think this is like a bad person. But I also feel like, you need to really slow down when it comes to maybe. I feel like someone is falling head over heels for someone else. Like, you could be really getting ahead of yourself. And I'm not trying to, like, discourage you from, like, talking or being around someone here. If you have a new love coming in, I just want you to be cautious, because this is... How's this person feel? This person could be in their mind about this. With the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Wands in reverse. This is someone who is trying to protect their own. I feel like it's, when I say they're trying to protect something here, they're trying to really get back on their own feet. And this person does want to come towards you with the Knight of Pentacles here. But this person is emotionally right now at this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. This person is a good person. They mean well. But just take your time to really explore this person and, really give this person, not the benefit of the doubt, but allow this person to really go through what they need to. Like, I have a tendency to always try to, like, want to heal people. And that always comes to bite me back in the ass, because that's not my job to heal people. My job is to inspire people. My job is to heal myself, and through my own healing, let that be a light. Let that be a inspiration for others to find their own self-healing. Because if I heal you, then you're going to have to always have me around, and I can't always do that. So there is this Ace of Wands and this Nine of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck. This is someone who definitely craves their independence, someone who craves their autonomy, someone who definitely wants a new beginning or wants to start a beginning here with you. But this is also somebody who doesn't want to lose themselves in the, like, process of it. And I think that's important too. I think that's really healthy. I really love the idea of two fully mature, healed people working together, not codependently, but interdependent, meaning that they retain both properties of their original selves while also trying to create this, this union or something, right? I mean, if I was to partner with someone, I wouldn't want my identity completely wrapped up in that person, nor would I want that person's identity completely wrapped up in mine. You have to have your own person. You have to have your own things going for you. You know, if your whole entire world revolves around someone else and their life revolves around you, that's very codependent, that's very unhealthy, and that's very unstable. Two people who are building stability on their own, but also trying to find time and make time for one another, that sounds like beautiful, like healthy, mature, sophisticated love. And I think that is what this Two of Cups in reverse is reminding you of. And here's the Six of Cups in reverse with this Temperance. It's healing. So you're healing this breadcrumbing energy that you may have experienced in the past, where you have poured yourself into people, you have poured yourself into love, you have poured yourself in these connections, but they never panned out the way that you wanted them to. And with this Temperance in reverse and the Six of Pentacles here underneath each other, the universe is a little stronger than asking, but a little less than warning, encouraging you to allow naturally for things to play out without needing to control, like I said earlier with this Emperor card here. This Emperor sits on his throne, and he's not someone who necessarily has to control everything, but someone who is in control. That makes sense? Like, I can't control my emotions, but I can be in control of them. I can't control if I get angry or not, but I can control if I get angry. I'm not going to lash out and start saying cruel, mean things. You get what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to control your emotions. You just need to be in control of them. Ooh, I think that was the best way I could describe that. It's learning how to be, I like that. Five of Pentacles here and the Page of Pentacles. So this is recovery from a financially or some type of setback here that has left you feeling in a state of lack. This could be you or the other person or the people around you. People could be feeling rejected by you. People could be missing your presence. People could be missing whatever it is that you provided for them. Money, time, love, stability. But I feel like you have really focused on maturing that for yourself and procuring that for yourself as well, because these people need to do the same for themselves. So if I am constantly pouring into you, I can't pour into me. And if I'm constantly pouring into them, they're never going to learn how to stand on their own 2 feet. So this Mercury Retrograde is a good time for us to really sit with ourselves in solitude perhaps and just really ask ourselves some questions like, let's see, what are some good questions we could ask during this retrograde? What does balance look like for me with my personal and my spiritual life? Or what beliefs do I have limit me from expansion? What does expansion look like for me at this time? Are my needs being met? How can I meet my needs without depleting myself or giving too much into others? I think those are really good questions. So if you need to go back and rewind, I would write those down and I would try to answer those questions. And they're not meant to be surface level, answer those in 2 minutes. I want you to truly sit and think about that. We just had a full moon a couple of days ago, so that energy could still be on you as well. The Two of Swords and the Lovers here. Ooh, shit. This Two of Cups and this Two of Swords with this Lovers card. I honestly feel like someone could be... The reason why this Two of Cups is coming up in reverse is because this person knows that they have a deeper love for you. And the 10, the Wheel with the 9, the Hermit. So not only does this person sees you as this person wants to come out of hiding to be with you. But the thing is, the Death card and the Three of Pentacles, this person could be afraid if they come too quickly, it's going to sabotage their own healing or their transformation. And I want you to know that, you don't have to be alone in order to heal or transform. I'm thinking of that one song from Steve Universe, independent together. You know what I mean? Like I said, that interdependentness of retaining your own properties while also building something stable for a divine union. And I think the Two of Swords in reverse is someone, you and them, honestly, with the lovers, is definitely shared. This is deep. This is also interpersonal as well. This is you merging and stopping that black and white, yes or no, in or all, in for a penny, in for a pound mentality where things are just either this or that. Like, this person either loves me or hates me, and it's so much more deeper than that. This could be understanding that, like, yes, as much as you have feelings and care about this person, if you really want this to work out, you're going to have to take your time, and you're going to have to really work on yourself and allow this person to do the same. Because what you want to do is you want to show up as your most healed version, and you want this person, and they also want to show up as their most healed version. So don't jump the gun, don't overthink it, which is easier said than done. Honestly, don't overthink it. It's probably one of the worst phrases to ever utter in tarot, because all of this is subjective, right? I don't know you, you don't know me, although we do have a genuine connection for each other, right? Because when I sit here and I'm staring at this camera, I know that there's somebody on the other side of this screen who needs to hear what I have to say. And I know that there is someone who is listening to me who probably is inspiring me to continue to do what I do. When I read the comments, when I see you all liking and subbing to my channel, it makes me, it lets me know, it confirms that I am doing something good. I am doing the right thing here. And, just open up a little bit. You know how I like to get. This has been a very trying time for me. It really has. Just overcoming a lot of financial setbacks, trying to find more financial stability within this community, and kind of like, I've been, you're not alone. If you feel like you're going through it, you're not alone. Trust me, you're not alone. But it's okay. It's okay. I'm going to look back one day at this time period, and I'm going to be like, wow, I made it. I made it through it. I made it through a very difficult time in my life where I was scared as heck of, how am I going to pay my bills? How am I going to do this? Like, how am I going to, continue to grow my channel if I'm, needing to go back into the 9-to-5 work sector? And like, how do you do that? Like, how do you go back to working a 9-to-5 and basically dealing with all of that when you've been able to, I don't even know what I want to call this, play hooky or play entrepreneur, but there's so many different options, Anyway, back to the reading. I just feel like you guys and I, we got some stuff that we gotta comb out, we gotta revisit and pivot. Scorpio is a fixed sign. Sagittarius is a mutable sign. The Mercury Retrograde starts in a mutable sign, which means that we need to pivot. There's adjustments that need to be made, and then we end in a fixed sign. So we're going from, we're figuring shit out, and then we're kind of like fixing it, where we're going to be, okay, this is what we're doing. And then we're revamping it. We are modifying it. So maybe, like I said, maybe I do more retrogrades and planet and placement movement readings versus July Leo, or, August or whatever, Aries, Gemini, which I'm probably not going to get rid of those because those have been doing well. So why not incorporate other things into my channel? Hell, I got bracelets I want to start making and selling. I got so many different ideas. I can do spiritual teaching courses as well. So it's just all about revamping and then making stick what works well for you. One last card and then we're going to go, okay? Guys, I hope you really enjoyed this video. It has been a pleasure to sit here and read for you guys as well. And if you enjoyed this, please, 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 please like this video. Subscribe to the channel. If you can, make donations. If you're interested, I do personal reading. You can go to my email. It's going to be in the description. Or you can preferably go to the booking site and knock off a time slot. You know, I'm doing 30 minutes for 40 bucks, 15 minutes for $25, an hour for 75. Like, that's a pretty good that's a damn good deal if you ask me. And you don't even have to pay until after the reading. I prefer that you pay afterwards, honestly. That makes me feel more comfortable. So you don't have to pay up front because I don't want you to think that I'm just out here trying to take your money. Plus, you don't pay for a haircut until after you get your haircut. So, you know, I trust you if you trust me. We're a family. Alright, one last card here. You guys have any plans for this weekend? Let me know in the comments below. Ooh, oh. Okay, we got two cards that want to come out here. Strength in reverse and the Hermit. So to me, this is time for you to really let yourself go, really express yourself. Don't be afraid to say what's on your mind, and don't be afraid to go inward and do the hard work. The Hermit's all about, the Hermit has climbed the mountain. You're at the top of the mountain. What does the mountain represent? The mountain represents obstacles. It represents struggles. It represents adversity, things that have been in our way, right? It's not easy to climb a mountain. It is a very tedious and cumbersome thing to do. But when you're at the top of the mountain, you have reached nirvana, enlightenment here. You are someone who has spiritual insights. You have introspection here. You may not be, what do you mean I have spiritual insights? Yeah, maybe you don't have clairvoyant or clairaudient or clair abilities, but maybe you're someone who has a deepened intuition now. You have a deepened sense of discernment. You have a deeper sense of self. You have a deeper sense of longing and belonging in the world. You have found a group of people here who you can relate to. You have mastered something within yourself that will make you stand out from those around you, and you can be an inspiration to those as well. That's what the Hermit here represents. It's the time for you to not only go within, but allow that part of you that you have been looking for to be expressed outwardly, so others will see you shine. Because this person is shining. Even though they're alone, there's still a beacon of hope and light to those. Because we're never truly alone. No one lives in a vacuum. No one lives on an island. Well, some people live on an island, but you get what I mean, right? Yeah, so that's what I see for you guys. And this has been a longer reading than I wanted. I try to keep this under 30 minutes, but I like to talk. But yeah, that was it. Again, thanks for being here. Thanks for joining. Make sure you like and subscribe. Check out the description so you can get information for the channel, for readings, join the memberships. Once those really start to pick up, I want to really get this ball rolling, guys. I am so excited to be here. I love reading for you guys. I really, really love this. The Cosmic Gang is growing crazy, and thank you guys for all your love and support. I truly mean it. I really do. I love waking up and reading the comments. And, right now I'm at the point where I can pretty much respond to everybody. And I just want to say thank you. Just truly thank you so much. I hope you guys have a good weekend. I hope this finds you right when you need it. And as always, drink water, be safe, and peace. And remember, I love you. Peace again.